Band directors have done a lot of videos for woodwinds, but let's talk about our brass. This is going to be how to clean your brass when you don't have an ultrasonic and can't set up a full acid bath. So let's assume, like most of the country, that your program is underfunded and cannot afford an ultrasonic tank. For those of you less familiar, ultrasonic tanks shoot sound waves through the instrument to really loosen up all the gunk that builds up inside of it. And let's assume, like most of the country, you don't have a giant tub that you can fill with acid and water to help create an acid bath. Acids like muriatic acid can eat through that green and blue gunk on brass instruments. This will be your best friend, Simple Green, available from most hardware and cleaning supply stores. Here's why I like Simple Green. It's environment safety. It's not going to harm the environment when you dump out the waste. It doesn't eat through most plastics. I haven't run into a plastic it eats through, but I've read that it can eat through some plastics. Don't ask me what they are. You'd have to do research, but it really doesn't eat through plastic the majority of the time. So you can fill up a giant plastic tub like the 20-gallon ones you get from Costco with 1 part Simple Green to anywhere between 5 and 10 parts water to create your own homemade, not acid bath. Now, to clarify, Simple Green is an acid, but it's not as severe as some of the acids you might get in a commercial acid bath. It is also a degreaser, so it helps strip off all that gunk and excess old oil and old tuning slide grease and whatever else is built up on the horn. I just checked. You can get a 40-gallon tub from Sam's, BJ's, Costco, wherever. Just get one of those. You should be able to fit at least a euphonium, if not a tuba. And if you can't fit the whole tuba, just fit it halfway and then flip it over to do the rest. Like I said, you're going to fill up 1 part Simple Green to 5 to 10 parts water, and that's going to depend on how severe you want it to be. If you have really grungy, gross instruments, then you could do 1 part Simple Green to 5 parts water. Just know that that's going to be a way more corrosive effect. So maybe start with like 7 or 8 parts water just to be safe before you go to the full 5 parts. You're going to take your trumpet or euphonium or tuba or even trombone and dunk it in there for 1 to 5 minutes. If you have a rotor valve tuba, don't do it. Don't take apart your rotor valves. Don't take apart your rotor valve trombones. Don't take apart your rotor valve French horns. It's so dangerous to take apart rotor valves when you don't know what you're doing. Just leave them alone and get a tech to do them. But you can do your pistons. The pistons are easy. Do the pistons. When you dunk your instruments, include the valves and the slides. Once your 1 to 5 minutes is over, take them out and immediately submerge them in just plain water. You can put a little bit of Dawn soap in the water if you want to have an extra cleansing effect with some degreaser, but just water and Dawn soap, nothing else. We need to neutralize whatever acid was on the horn. Then, if you want to go a step further, get some brushes. You can get these from most music stores that go inside your valve casings and your tuning slides and the receivers for your tuning slides and scrub them out. If you want to get extra fancy and you have access to a drill, you can cut off the little ends of your brushes, put them on the drill, and then use the drill as a little scrubby, spinny brush. But Samson, there's still green and gunk built up on my slides even after doing the not acid bath. You are going to take a mixture of Gojo pumice hand soap and Dawn dish soap and water from your sink. And you're going to get yourself some of these Scotch-Brite pads. And mix the soaps together with water in a little container, and then you're going to just put it on the Scotch-Brite, and then you're going to scrub your slides, and then I'll take off all the rest. Now, if you're going to be extra adventurous and do trombone slides, it's really difficult to get trombone slides bone dry, so just let them hang to dry. Get a bunch of hooks and hang them up to dry overnight. Then try putting your trombone slides together and see how much smoother they are because they're clean. If your trombone slide's still not moving great, that's probably because there's an alignment issue or dents in the slide. That'll have to be done by a tech. Will this substitute a professional cleaning? No. Will this get you by until your district decides to pay for professional cleanings? Yes. If your district only pays for professional cleaning every other summer and you want to do this on the off summers, it's a lot cheaper, it'll save you a ton of time, and your instruments will work in the fall, and that's really what we're going for. It's instruments working in the fall. Okay, bye-bye!